babies. It's that time again. Oh yeah. We've had a couple of rough days. I had something caught in my eye and I couldn't get it out. Oh my God, I was in such panic. So I've just been in bed nursing it, taking vitamin D, E, zinc, C, and it got better in a couple of days, so I'm finally out of the house. Oh, baby. Just the whole time I'm praying to the Lord, oh, Lord, please help. Oh, my goodness. I normally don't beg the Lord because I think that makes me look like a baby. But man, when you have something caught in your eye and you can't get it out, wow. It just reminds me of, we can always be thankful for something, right? Just the normal operating of our faculties. Just to be thankful. And even if you don't have all of them working, thank them for the ones that are. Oh yeah, baby. Just like that. Oh yeah. So I'm glad to get out of the house, back into my regular routine. And when I came out the door, I was met with not one drop of humidity. Oh yeah, baby. I just love it. Love it. Thank you, Father. Thank you for the gift of your creation. Oh yeah, baby. I like that in the Bible where Paul says, we have no excuse to say we don't believe in God because we're surrounded by His majesty and His creation. Oh yeah. In fact, that's what's led several atheists and scientists to become believers in Jesus when they put their scientific caps on and came up with nothing other than they were looking at a miracle cloth in Jesus' image being found several centuries before photography was invented. Oh yeah, baby. There's all kinds of evidence around us, baby. Maybe you have people in your life who are, they're Christians and they're going through a rough time, and you're thinking, wow, how are they doing it? How are they staying positive? It's because of the inner working of God. When God is helping you be more loving, more faithful, more patient, more giving, then there's nothing else matters. Like me, I've been happy with my $420,000 mile car for the last 16 years. I just want to get from point A to point B, baby. I don't need anything special. I think God honors that when we value our relationship with Him more than anything. Absolutely. And to be honest with you, I'm glad to hear about Israel's having trouble because they have identified themselves as militaristic for decades now. And they'd probably say, well, what do you expect when people refuse to acknowledge our existence? Well, they might be willing to acknowledge your existence if you weren't occupying a foreign people on your land, and if you weren't so militaristic. You look at the number of civilian casualties that have occurred by Israel compared to the Palestinians, and it's mind-boggling. It's like, I think it's like in the hundreds of thousands compared to tens of thousands, something like that. I got to get that figure because it's telling. So I'm glad to see they're having trouble, because to live your life by the sword, Jesus says you'll die by the sword. Oh yeah, that makes sense to me. I believe he said it. I believe pretty much all the things that are attributed to Jesus in the Gospels, especially when they go against the prevailing wisdom, so to speak, of the day, because that was his main mission in his life, was not only for his words but for his actions to speak against the hegemony and cruelty of an oppressing group, whether it was the religious elite or the governmental structure. He was always looking to help those who were being oppressed. Oh yeah, baby. And that's how you know the current state of Israel has nothing to do with being God's chosen people, because God's chosen people, if they ever existed, would have a clue and would not live by the rules of this world. They would live by the rules of the world to come, which is mercy, love, peace, joy, righteousness, humility, giving rather than receiving. Oh yeah, baby. We know we're dealing with God when we can align. I'm going that way, baby. I'm going that way. We know we're dealing with God when we're looking at solutions that require loving paradoxes. And sometimes a loving paradox is to do what appears to be nothing, which is actually you standing firm and letting God come up with a solution, and that he is blessed by our trust and our waiting for him to make a move instead of us making a move and then saying, bless what I just did over here. Oh, you mean that thing that's totally against who I am? You want me to bless that? No, that's not happening. So, oh yeah, just like that, baby. A breath of fresh air. I'm sitting in here in my car for just a few seconds. I'm like baking. I open up the door and this gorgeous, cool breeze comes in and just gives you exactly what you're hoping for. That's who God is. That's who Jesus is. That's who his spirit is. And when you experience him regularly that way in your life, then you know you're on the right path. And you don't need for anybody to tell you otherwise, because you're continually experiencing him like this. Like this gorgeous breeze that either gives you comfort in time of trouble or moves you from one situation or one mindset or one level of growth to another. And that organic growth is just otherworldly, because that's exactly what it is. It's the eternal world kissing the temporal world, baby. Oh yeah, baby. And when it's like that, I have a hard time getting out of bed. How about you?